This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, welcome back, guys. This is David Walker, asset protection attorney, estate planning attorney out of Massachusetts. The name of my firm is Northeast Legal Team. Our website is www.neltlaw.com. And so you can see our website there. You can email me at dwalker@neltlaw.com. And, reach out to me via email that way if you want to. All right, so we're going to get into the next slide here. Insurance as asset protection. And I can't reiterate this enough. Insurance is the first line of defense when it comes to asset protection. A lot of people want to jump into LLCs because they've heard so much about them, and they make it sound really sexy and intriguing on the internet, and everyone wants to jump into an LLC. But before you even get into an LLC, you need to make sure that you've laid the foundation for that LLC to perform at its best. And so, in most cases, the first line of defense for asset protection is going to be good old-fashioned insurance. There are so many different insurance products out there. There are even commercial lines of insurance that insurance brokers are designing specifically for whatever your liability might be. I have good friends here in the Boston area that run insurance brokerages, and they tailor-make some of these coverages to meet their clients' needs, and that's amazing. So I would definitely look into that first and foremost. Now, the reason that insurance is important is because, a lot of the attorneys, people who are going to be coming after you, they want that low-hanging fruit. I hate to use cliches, but they want that easy target. And so, you kind of want to give up something. They want to make sure that you bled a little bit in this process because they were so wronged and their client was so hurt and had so much injury that they want to get some blood out of you. And so a lot of times that first blood is coming from the insurance company because you have a policy that will cover you for something that you've done in your business. So for the most part, you're going to have, like, if it's a rental property, you're going to have property insurance, and that property insurance is going to cover so much per incident, so much in aggregate, so much. And so you're going to want that first line of defense to pay that litigant right away. And in a lot of cases, that's going to be as far as they go. And so you can continue to operate that entity, that apartment building, that multifamily, whatever it is, you can continue to operate because that insurance policy paid for that damage or that injury that the client sustained. So that's always a good thing. But, make no bones about it. I've learned firsthand how insurance companies operate. And as long as they're taking those premiums from you, then everything is fine. But when you say, okay, I've paid you for the last 6 years, whatever it might be, $2,400 a year for the last 6 years, and I have a $5,000 claim, and you're saying that you're not going to cover it? Why? Because the insurance companies, they're in the business of pooling money. So they pool a lot of people's money into a pot, and then they pay as little out of that pot as possible. That's their core business structure, is to pay as little as possible. And then they have extensive policies that will go into great detail how they're not going to pay your claim. So it's not unheard of to have an insurance sidestep a claim and leave you holding the bag. So now they weren't able to get it to get their claim settled through or you weren't able to have them settle your claim through the policy. So now they're coming after you specifically and personally, are the business assets that held the company that caused the damage, basically, for lack of a better description. But my point is this, is that yes, I want you to go out and get insurance. If you're a professional, you should have E&O insurance. They call it errors and omissions. If you forgot something or didn't do something the way you were supposed to do it, then that insurance should cover that. If you are a homeowner, don't just go for your homeowner's policy. Get an extended policy, which is called umbrella policy. That can go anywhere from 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, whatever your company will cover. Get as much as you can afford for that part. Business owners, depending upon what type of business you are running, there should be some kind of policy to protect you for that business. And this goes back to my buddies in Boston. They said that, Dave, when we get people here, they don't even have a name for the type of insurance they're looking for, but we're able to put something together that will cover them for a particular risk. And so if your business is not plain and clear about what the risk is, then you need to talk to your property and casualty provider to see what they can do to cover you for that particular risk. And as I said, the bottom line is insurance is your first line of defense. It's nowhere near all you need, but it's a good first step in asset protection. And that's going to do it for this module, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
The recording has stopped.
Fantastic. Okay. And just so you know, you don't feel like you have to introduce yourself in the beginning of each one, because these are going to be inside of one course. So
okay,
anybody that's